Good morning, good morning. How do you do? I'm so glad, so very glad to see you. Just being silly this morning, feeling a little excited to share with you on our 8th day of Mom Spiration. I used to sing that to my kids every morning when they were little. To kind of wake them up in a positive mood. Didn't always work, but I still did it. And they remember it to this day. I know a lot of you will be waking up and watching this throughout your day, but right now I am awake and alive and refreshed and ready to share with you our 8th Mom Spiration on our, for our 18 days of Mom Spiration from my book, Mom Spiration. So, what is our 8th Mom Spiration, you ask? It is let them see you make mistakes. Wow. Do we ever want to actually admit that we make mistakes as parents? Hard stuff, right? We want our kids to believe that we are perfect and that every choice we make and every decision we make and everything that we do as parents is perfect, and it's just not true. Hogwash, right? And so that's what we're talking about today. Let your kids see you make mistakes. Let your kids see how human you actually are, and how mistakes can be remedied. Mistakes can be forgiven, because they need to know that you're not expecting perfection from them as they move into adulthood. I'll give you, I have all teens in my house right now. And little kids look up to you and they think, oh, Mom is perfect. Teens look at you like, show me, don't tell me. And so we've got to be honest with ourselves. We're not perfect. Every decision we make is not perfect. Everything we do as a parent is not perfect. We strive for perfection. We try to do better next time. We say sorry when we're wrong, right? But it's important for our kids to know that we're not expecting perfection from them. We're not perfect, and we do make mistakes. And we know how to apologize when we make mistakes and decisions regarding them or anything else that affects them. I share with my kids some of the mistakes that I made when I was their age. I share with my kids some of the mistakes that I make even now, just so they understand that there is room and grace to be human and to change and to grow and to become who God called you to be without pretending perfection. Last night, I started a 4-week study with a local group of women on this same book. And when we came to this particular topic, the room was hush. And these particular moms have been through the ringer. This is an outreach of the church for moms and families at risk. And let me tell you, when we came to this one, no one wanted to talk about it. No one wanted to share their thoughts on this topic. And so I had to start talking about grace. And I had to start talking about forgiveness and forgiving yourself for the mistakes that you've made in the past. There could have been small mistakes. There could have been huge mistakes. Whatever level of mistake that you have made, that forgiveness is available, grace is available. And our kids love us. Your kids love you. And all it takes is the admittance that, I could have did that better. I could have handled that situation better. Or had I made this decision, it would have had a different outcome. And I apologize. Or, I'm sorry for saying that. Or I'm sorry for making you feel that way. Or maybe it's a big, huge financial mistake that affected the family. I'm sorry for making that mistake. I'm going to do better and grow in that area, whatever it is. Again, it can be small. It can be huge. And small or huge depends on the person, right? It depends on their perception of what has taken place. But we've got to give ourselves grace as we're learning and growing as moms. And we have to give our family grace and give them enough credit to be able to share what's going on and really extend that grace to you, and learn how to extend that grace even to themselves. So when they recognize that going for their dreams is going to, cause a couple trip ups here and there, or things that don't quite go right as they planned, that doesn't mean the dream is dead. It doesn't mean that, there's no way to remedy the situation. And they need to see that. They need to see that, the first time I make a mistake, or I don't pass a test, or I don't do something perfect, doesn't mean that everything's just done. It's over. It's never over, right? When it comes to accomplishing our dreams, we just get up and dust off, and we figure out how to come at it a different angle, or do something different, or apologize, or whatever the situation is. But our kids need to see us make mistakes. They need to see us own our mistakes. And they need to see us try again and do better and grow and mature in the things that God has called us to do. And when they see that in us, then the expectations that they have for themselves are not so rigid and not so stressful. They know there's always a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. There's always a way to move on and move forward and to grow through whatever circumstance that I'm dealing with. So when they see that in us, they begin to walk that out in their own lives. And you have kids that don't feel like they are expected to be perfect, that they are expected to get it right the first time all the time. So that is our 8th Mom Spiration today. And I hope that these have been a blessing to you. I can't wait. We have 10 more days of Mom Spiration to share with you. But today, think about it, pray about it, meditate on that concept. Let them see your mistakes. And not only letting them see the mistakes, but let them see you come back from that. So that they know that the same grace, the same forgiveness, the same growth can happen with them when they make little mistakes or when they make big mistakes. God is there for forgiveness and for grace. And you are there for them. They need to know that you're there for them with forgiveness and grace and help them through whatever circumstance they're dealing with. So let them see your mistakes. Doesn't mean that we're weak. Does not mean that it's going to cause them to disrespect you or not look up to you anymore. Trust me. When you share and you share the growth that came out of whatever circumstance it was, they'll respect you all the more. And they will feel that for themselves, that whatever happens, there's always another chance. And mom and dad are in our corner because we're all human and we're trying to do the best that we can. And there's always another chance. So let them see your mistakes. I guarantee it'll improve your relationship. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.